What's going on, Pokemon Go trainers? Welcome to episode 99 of Lured Up, the podcast where we take Pokemon Go way more seriously than we do ourselves. Lured Up is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is Sunday, October 6th, 2019. I'm your host, Ken Pescatore, joined by my co-hosts Adam Tuttle and Melissa Pescatore. Hello, friends. How are you?
Welcome.
Oh, hi there.
How's everybody?
To the episode before, the big 100.
Everybody's doing, I don't know about you guys, but I'm okay.
We were going to have Nar from Pokemon Go Radio on tonight, but he had some technical issues, and we're recording an hour late tonight. We were just going through troubleshooting and all this crap to get him on, and internet was not cooperating and just couldn't get a good stable connection. So we're gonna
Not
have
me, not me, the internet.
Yeah, I was going to say, not to be confused with Melissa.
Yeah, not me,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
internet.
The actual
I
internet.
always cooperate.
No, fuck, shit. No, if there's any, moving on. Okay, did I say no? So Nar couldn't come on tonight, but we're gonna have him back on in the future to catch up with him. In 2 weeks, we have GoCast Chris coming on, so maybe we'll bring Nar back in with Chris on that show. So we'll be back, Nar. Sorry it didn't work out. All right, a little housekeeping really quick. This podcast is powered by Patreon. Please check ours out over at patreon.com/PokemonProfessor, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. And that $1 will get you access to our patron-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people.
It sure is.
And I want to give a huge shout-out to our... And if Patreon isn't your thing, there's a few other ways you could help us out. If you're listening on YouTube, you can subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. And if you're listening via a podcast service like Apple Podcasts, you can take a moment to leave us a review. 5 stars are the best stars. On today's show, we've got someone needs to call a plumber. That's my leak joke. Was it okay?
Oh my god. Oh my god, dude.
I was like, wait, is this a Mario joke?
Wow.
There's been a deluge. That was another water joke. There's been a lot of leaks this week, so there's a lot of stuff to talk about. We'll kind of cover what the hell's going on in the back end and what giggity and what people are talking about. With all these freaking leaks, because there's a lot to cover.
Yeah, there's not enough flex tape to go around, you know?
Dude.
Oh my
filthy.
god, you guys are like, wow. Wow.
All right. Team Go Rocket special research has been leaked. An upcoming event information has been leaked, so we'll cover all that. New Taipei City Safari Zone was this past week. We'll recap that event. We get more of that sweet, sweet Stardust right now during the Stardust Blast event. New boxes have hit the store. We'll discuss if they're worth it. And original Stitch shirts have come to the Avatar store, and they've
also come to
phenomenal.
the real life store.
I know. If you're willing to drop, $100 to $150 on a shirt, you can get a dope ass dress shirt, custom made, different fits, different patterns. I'll put the link in the description.
Well, they don't have Delibird yet, so
it's the original 151 for now. So
yeah,
there's 151 patterns, but yes, there will be. I think this has been very successful, so I'd imagine that they're going to continue with this, and I really hope they do. We're going to jump into a little leak action here. Team Go Rocket special research has been found in the code. This is going to be coming from PokemonGoHub.net. Of course, we're covering leaks. I do want to mention, none of this shit is confirmed. There's been no official statement on any of this. It's all fucking speculation, so take it with a grain of salt. This is just stuff that's found in the code, but it's pretty gosh darn exciting. All right, so the other day, and actually last week, remember when we were talking about corrupted files on Professor Willow's computer, and we were like, it's fucking Rotom, and we went into like a 15-minute rant on how cool Rotom would be to come into the game.
It's not.
It's not Rotom.
Oh my god, of course it's not.
Well, there you go. See, you see, there you go, though. It tells you that, when you see shit on the internet, don't fucking believe it, because you never know what's going to happen. But it ended up being these 3 images of 3 new NPC characters that are Team Go Rocket leaders, and they are Cliff, Arlo, and Sierra. Now, this is very fucking exciting, because with the latest update, there's a new loading screen. You see the Viridian City Gym in the background. You see a big cityscape in the background. You see all these fucking shadow Pokemon. You see these 3 trainers that look amazing. The art design and style is phenomenal in this one. This might be one of my favorite loading screens ever. I think that Gengar one from the original Halloween event was still my favorite. But this one is fucking awesome.
No, this one is really awesome.
It's cool,
Team
right?
Rocket people
Yeah,
look
it gets
really,
you right in
really
the
cool.
feels.
And that freaking Shadow Charizard
It makes
is
you
so
want to
awesome.
get out there and fight.
Yeah, it's
I want to go
legit.
battle Team Rocket.
It's all right. So there's Cliff. He's the big buff guy. There's Arlo is the one that looks like Grimecraft. And then there's Sierra, who's like everyone is like shipping over because she's like hot. So Cliff
Oh my
has
god.
Cliff has blue accents on his suit. Arlo, red accents. Sierra, yellow accents, also purple. So this kind of pairs with Mystic Valor Instinct, respectively. So there could be something where these are like the antithesis of our existing team leaders, and there's going to be some kind of rivalry or some kind of connection of story arc or something like that. But we know we're going to get special research. I don't want to go into detail of the actual specifics of the research. It is available on GoHub. I'll put the link if you want to take a look at it. Major fucking spoilers here. So if you really don't want to hear the spoilers, skip ahead 30 seconds. Shadow legendary birds are very, very likely to come as part of this update. There's going to be a new item called Rocket Radar, which will be used to locate Team Go Rocket stops. And you're going
That is cool.
end up battling these leaders and ultimately battling Giovanni. So this is fucking cool. This is really, really cool. And we don't know when this is coming. We don't know what it's all about, but you can see it in the loading screen. And I mean, Adam, what's your take on the Go Rocket stops? I mean, have you continued to do them? Like if you're walking and you have the time to do it, like, are you going to do it?
If I'm walking and I have time to do it, I would always do it. Yes. If I'm in a car and I just happen to hit one, yeah, I'm not going to go out of my way. Any time that I get one and it's Rattata, I just run away from it.
No, see, you want that one because that's the cheapest one to purify. That's the 1,000.
Yeah, but I don't even purify anything.
Yeah, but you should because you get the metal.
That's Stardust, yo.
Yeah, but then you get a higher ball count, when you have a higher purification metal. Oh man. But Melissa, what about you? Do you do those? You don't really get into that, right?
Not really.
No.
No. I mean, no.
She plays this game, guys. I swear.
I really haven't seen Team Rocket stop in like forever. So.
Shit, I've been seeing.
Yeah, it's
them
like when
a
I
lot.
see them, it's like super inconvenient. It'll be like on my way home, and it's like at that one stop where like there's just no way I could stop and do it.
No, I see them a lot when I'm driving, and I can't stop. But I mean, I was in Red Bank last night or Friday night, and just was walking around, grinding Stardust, and the I don't know if just because of this little push or anything, but it seemed like there was tons of Go Rocket stops up. So I think I did like, I don't know, a dozen that night or something like that, just walking through Red Bank. But this could be really exciting. I mean, this is something that's definitely cool, and I hope they expand on special research. I've always said that, and I hope they expand on kind of building out the lore of the Pokemon Go world. And if they're going to be introducing new characters, NPCs, and Giovanni, and rivalry between the team leaders, I think this could be really, really cool, and kind of open the door for future story arcs and all that good stuff. So pretty exciting, pretty exciting.
Well, see, this would be really cool if like you do eventually beat your counterpart's leader, and then you have that choice to pick between the two as to who you want to like dialogue to you.
All right, so this is going around the internet. I don't know if you've seen this, but people are saying that this could potentially, like be 3 new teams that you could join, like the Go Rocket versions of the 3 existing teams. So there's a lot of hoopla going around online with that. And, if that's the case where you can kind of be, good or bad, I think that's a kind of a neat dynamic to kind of explore. Because, but I don't know how they would do that, especially with the release of the team medallion. People just invested to change teams. Now you're going to offer more teams. It's like maybe if they did it all at once, but I think it'd be hard for them to go back to it. We will see. All coming soon. All fucking speculation. Take it with a grain of salt. All right. New Taipei City Safari Zone. Adam, did you go? No, I didn't either. I heard it was.
Wait, you guys weren't there?
I heard it was very fucking hot. But no, Pokemon Go Hub didn't actually go to the event, but they did have some good coverage, from the ground, and they gathered a lot of stuff from the YouTubers and stuff. So coming from PokemonGoHub.net, Shiny Oddish released worldwide. Unknowns spelling Safari NTPC, New Taipei City, were available in the game. There was an exceptional amount of Pokestops. I don't know if you saw the pictures that Brandon Tan had posted, but the amount of stops was
those stops were like clustered and everywhere.
It way more than Montreal. Montreal had that one long strip. This was just insane amount of density just scattered everywhere. It was totally wild. When the event first started, there was major server issues. If you watch Trainer Tip's video, they were struggling for a long time. There's just no Pokemon spawning at all. I think they said that there was 40 minutes worth of downtime at the event where there was literally no spawns at all. Nothing showing up in the game at all.
Wow,
and
that's
then
brutal. I feel their pain.
Yeah.
Believe me. I feel it.
And it was so fucking hot there that people's phones were overheating and failing. So people couldn't even play because their phones were fucking critical heat. That's how hot. Yeah, it was crazy. But this is something that I thought was really, really freaking funny. It's a reference to a Yahoo article, right? And I'll link it in the description. And the Yahoo article says that they thought that this event was going to pull 500,000 people. That's fucking insane and crazy massive. I don't know if that actually happened. We'll have to wait for Niantic's estimates. But the photos that I saw did not look like 500,000 people. But anyway, it's 4 days, 4-day event. But I thought the funny thing was when a non-Pokemon news outlet covers a Pokemon event, you get fantastic, fantastic shit. So listen to this quote. It says, now they're talking about what trainers do when they go to an event like this, and says, quote, among their quarry are the blue Heracross, which resembles a rhinoceros beetle and is unique to the Taiwan event, and the eyeball-shaped unknown. So good. I fucking love that shit. It's
eyeball-shaped? What?
It's very vague. And there are lots of them.
It's just so funny. I just love the fact that they're which resembles a rhinoceros beetle and is unique to the Taiwan event. And then the eyeball-shaped unknown. So really, really, that's just absolutely hilarious. But there was a really cool little, it's not a direct quote. It's kind of a summarization of a statement. But Hikaru Rei Adachi, he's the senior director at Niantic, made a statement that kind of could be summarized like this. Again, not a direct quote. This is coming from the Yahoo article. It says, the game is very popular in Taiwan, which has one of the highest percentages of players in the world. So this kind of makes sense of why they would do an event in Taiwan, because the percentage of players per capita is exceptionally high, meaning the penetration of downloads and onto devices in Taiwan is very, very high. One of the highest countries globally. So that's pretty important. So that makes total sense why they're doing that. And I just don't know if it brought 500,000 people. But anyway, Shiny Oddish was released. I haven't fucking caught one. Melissa hasn't caught one. Adam, how'd you do?
I got two.
Of course he has two. Of course Adam has two. Bastard.
But not to mention, I did do an extra because I knew I was oh man, I don't have time to catch any Shiny Oddish, so let me just go out and grind for a little bit. And I went out and grinded for a little bit, probably an extra hour in addition to my normal grind, and I didn't get any. And then I woke up the next day, I my phone was in the sun. The sun was coming through my window. It was just the perfect scenario. But my phone was wicked hot, and I'm oh man, let me just turn on my game real quick, and boom, I got a Shiny Oddish. I was what?
Fucking house shinies. I haven't had a house shiny. I don't even know how long. That's. I think it was Delibird, dude. I think Delibird. I caught a Delibird in the driveway. That was the last house shiny I had. It was the second time Delibird was here.
I'll keep him safe. Don't worry. I got him. He's still on me.
No, I mean, Shiny Oddish is out. I know a lot of people didn't catch this thing. The rates didn't seem other time when they have these global events, it seemed like there was way more Yanma than Oddish, when they did the Montreal Safari Zone, during that window. But, a Shiny Oddish is cool. You need that bright green, shiny 420 CP
to
Oddish.
Be fair, I didn't get a shiny Yanma, so...
Well, that's the one that you didn't get. that you didn't get.
Well, no, I don't. I still don't have any Alolans that are shiny.
Yeah, me neither. Stardust Blast is going on right now. Adam, you want to run through the goodness right now? Because I know a lot of people... Well, Stardust is clearly the number one currency in the game. And whenever there's an event...
so people are buying incubators up the wazoo.
Yeah.
But this is coming from PokemonGoLive.com. It's going from Thursday the 3rd of October to Thursday the 10th of October at 1 p.m. Pacific. 2 times Hatch Stardust. 2 times Catch Stardust, 2 times Stardust from Team Go Rocket Battles, and a guaranteed 2,000 Stardust from raids.
I think this is why I was seeing more Team Go Rocket stops, because it's part of the event. I think that they increased the rate, but that hasn't been proven, so I don't know.
And so, Ken, how much Stardust do you have?
So Melissa was making fun of me. I've got 8,690,893. I don't spend it. I barely spend it.
Yeah,
how much
he's
does
a
Melissa
hoarder.
have?
Stardust,
No, but Melissa's got
hoarder,
good amount
central.
too. Melissa, what do you got?
But that's because I don't play.
But still, you're obviously...
2 million
But you had to have
something.
played in order to be at this
You have
level of
2.5
Stardust,
million. Right? That's so high still. That's so high. Fucking Reversal had like 100 million.
Yeah, look at me. I'm at 451,000.
Yeah, see,
254.
See, that's low, but you always ride that line.
But I spend it.
You always ride that line.
I spend it.
Was it Unbreakable? In our Discord at one point, she had posted something and she had like 18 Stardust, like literally 1/8. Like I remember that. It's like,
Yep. Yeah.
Dude, the Stardust struggle is real. So I know people have been going hard during this event, grinding.
Yeah, it's like I want to power up my Seviper, but I don't want to waste my Stardust.
Dude, are you really going to power that?
I
The
still
PvP, the 0-14-14? Why?
Yeah, I can't wait for somebody to get mad at me that I'm.
I've already gotten mad.
Superior. Or Survivor, whatever. I don't even have Superior. No, it's Survivor.
You know, if you're listening to this when this podcast first comes out, you'll still have a couple days. So get out there, get some Stardust, because now is the time. You know, rock a star piece and stock up. And then
yeah, I'm sitting on like 40 star pieces right now. I need to just like be able to sit and drop some lures and drop some star pieces, but like I have to work open to close tomorrow. I worked open to close today and Tuesday. And yeah, it's a mess.
See, but it's an interesting conundrum here, because if you don't PvP like Melissa, right? You don't PvP. The only Pokemon that you're going to be powering up for the most part are going to be like big beefy legendaries or big beefy Pokemon like Tyranitar or good raiding Pokemon. So even if you don't PvP, you still have to spend a lot of Stardust to power shit up. You know what I mean? Like, because with PvP, at least you're stopping at a certain point. Whereas like if you're powering up a Pokemon for a raid, you're typically gonna go for the gusto. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
I don't know. But get it while the getting's good. Got some of that sweet Stardust, please. You know, scratch your neck, because now's the time to get it. All right, Melissa, I know you're excited about these shirts that hit the Avatar shop. Did you? Were they all available for women too? I don't even know.
Yeah. Yeah,
honestly,
I've looked it up.
Okay, so
yeah, I was messing around with it yesterday, and it's like you can have like a Bulbasaur inside collar, an Ivysaur outside collar, and a Venusaur like the whole.
No, I'm
pattern
saying
on
in
your
game,
shirt.
But is it like girl versions and boy versions?
No, you can't
All right,
have
well,
them all.
I digress.
No.
Let
I
me
think there's
back
like
up
4 or
a little
5 of them. Sorry. Whew.
Original Stitch is this website where you can build custom shirts, and it's very, very user-friendly, and it's awesome. They partnered with Pokemon, I don't know, months ago in Japan to release a complete line of 151 patterns where you can choose the cut of the shirt, you can choose the dimensions of the shirt, and then, like Adam was just saying, you can put all these custom patterns outside of the collar, inside of the collar, subtle on the pocket, the entire shirt. Like, it's awesome how you can do it. These are high-end, good quality shirts, over $100 to order. But they released 4 shirts in-game. And if you've never seen the original Japanese trailer for the shirt program that they did with Original Stitch, I'll link that in the description. You have to watch it, even though it's in Japanese, because it is an incredibly moving and emotional trailer that doesn't fit the product. It's just like, Yeah, it's about shirts, but it like takes you on this journey of this guy's Pokemon life, and it's fucking awesome. Really, really good. I think it's like 3 minutes long. It's really cool. I'll link it in the description. But in the game, Vileplume, Lickitung, which is a fantastic pattern, Magikarp, and Snorlax. 200 Pokecoins each. Adam, have you spent the coins?
I have not, and
I'm doing it right this fucking
I was gonna say,
Oh my god! If you do it, you're gonna get a shiny.
What? I totally just fucking bought it.
I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna buy something.
Okay, just click everything around.
No,
you quick.
because
you're gonna get a shiny.
So trainer tips Nick, and these guys are on this fucking kick that if you buy an item, even if it's a free item, just put a new item on, it increases your shiny odds. And I love dumb superstitious shit like that.
Well, I just fucking clicked on a Bulbasaur, and this shit is not shiny. So.
Well, you have to go grind now and see if it works out. But let's see which. I'm assuming you purchased the Vileplume one, right?
Oh, that's exactly the one I purchased. The Lickitung one is actually
the Lickitung
really
one is
awesome.
fucking hilarious.
It reminds me of the fucking Rolling Stones cover.
Right? Absolutely. So the other day I'm on Twitter and Sparky Joy posts like, "Oh my god, look at these shirts! I need to make a petition, to make these things real." And I was like, "What if I told you you can order them? They are real." And I linked it, and she's like, "What have you done?" She's like, "This is bad. I want this so fucking bad." But yeah, because when you look at that Lickitung pattern, it's fucking hilarious. But yeah, Rolling Stones, absolutely, you nailed it on that, because it totally looks like just
yeah, like it 100% reminds me of that.
And I also think 200 coins is a reasonable cost.
It's very reasonable because that's only $2 when the actual shirt from the actual store would be about $100. So
I just don't like that it's such a boy-shaped shirt. Like, at least I just don't like the shape of the shirt. Like, but I got a fucking shirt with Snorlaxes all over it. Are you kidding me right now?
Are you actually wearing it right now? So if I look at you in the game, you'll have it on.
I'm wearing it right now. Yeah, I'm gonna change my pants though, because I feel like my pants don't.
We're gonna get a live reaction here to how this looks on Melissa's avatar. Maybe we'll post it. Yeah, you know what?
Hold on, I gotta set it up.
Yeah, we'll let her get dressed up a little bit, and we'll post her new look on our Instagram, so you can check her out in the new Snorlax duds. Yeah, because I don't see it reflected on my side yet, so it's because you're probably in the menu. But check it out, guys. If you like it, links in the description. If you want to order an actual shirt and be a baller, if you do, send us pictures. That would be awesome. October box sale. The boxes in September were trash. They put in like what did they put? Max Revives and Ultra Balls or something like that. Some bullshit.
Oh, I love the Ultra Balls.
Dude, it's the worst. Yo,
so dumb.
And I put, I spent like 5 hours the other day at Starbucks with the Pokeball Plus, just spinning the stop, and I did like 4 hours in Red Bank the other night. I think I'm sitting right now at like 400 Ultra, 400 Great, and 300 regular balls. So I am fucking good. I'm so excited. I'm finally fucking stocked. It's been so long since I've been like that. But I cannot play Tripinch Community Day this weekend coming up next week, so I don't need all those balls. But it feels really good to be restocked. All right, but here's the box sale breakdown. The Great Box. Now, I don't buy these. I typically, if I am going to spend the money, I'll buy either the Ultra or the Adventure Box, typically the Adventure Box. But the Great Box this time around, 480 coins, is actually a pretty decent box for low-spending players or free-to-play players. 1 raid pass, 2 star pieces, but 3 super incubators. So it's like 40% off total. Not a bad discount, not a bad box if you're looking to only spend 480. Now, if you're going to spend the 1480 on the Ultra Box or the Adventure Box, same thing. Line in the sand. Ultra Box is going to be for the raiders. Adventure Box is going to be for the grinders. Ultra Box will come with 15 raid passes, 5 super incubators, 4 star pieces, 4 lures. It's like 54% off. Remember, we have Mewtwo Raid Hour on the 8th, next Tuesday. So the day you hear this, or by the time you hear this, it might have already passed. But you're going to need these raid passes for Mewtwo. You're going to want to raid Mewtwo. Mewtwo's base capture rate also reduced back down to 2% from 6%. Random note there. The Adventure Box, also decent. 12 super incubators, 4 star pieces, 3 incubators, and 4 lure modules, 55% off or so. This will allow you to hatch 36 eggs from supers and 6 eggs from regulars. So again, Adventure Box is all about grinding and hatching. So 42 eggs you can get through with the stuff from this box. I do want to shout out PokeAK real quick because he put a video out, and I'm trying to get him on the show, and I definitely want to talk to him about this topic. But he put a video out where he pulls up his Apple history of purchases from the beginning of the game, from 2016, July 6, 2016, and scrolls through and adds up every single purchase he has made in the game, every dollar he spent since launch.
Wait, you can do that?
Yeah, you may not want to because it's probably scary. Adam, how much do you think you've spent on this game total since launch?
Since launch? Yeah, you're right. I might not want to look. See, I'm like saying to myself, I'm like, if I look and it's over like $500, I'm going to be like super upset.
Dude, since
myself.
game launch, you've 100%
No, I know.
spent more than $500.
No, well, I don't know that. That's what I want to know. I just want to know.
How many times have you dropped $20 at events? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
So
how do you find this out?
All right, so Melissa had a fantastic fucking idea that we're going to start a new segment every month, and there's no cheating, and I'll ask for proof. We want to know who spends the most fucking money on this game, and you could win the prestigious title of the Lured Up Pokeballer.
Pokeballer.
By letting us know how much you've spent on the game in one calendar month.
And then once we find out who you are, we rain Poke coins upon you.
Yes, it could be pretty cool, and we could use this to do a little gift card contest or something like that. So more info for that to come on Melissa's Pokeballer.
Outside of that, we could do it for a fucking reality check, my friends. A reality check. If you win Pokeballer, you need to fucking reassess your life, motherfuckers.
Well, all right, so Adam,
Melissa.
PokeAK has spent over $8,000 on Pokemon Go.
Oh my god. I can't.
Did you say 8?
8,000.
Thousands
over
of dollars?
$8,000. Now, granted,
While playing the game?
He's a hardcore player, so there's that. But he's also a content creator, puts out consistent videos for a long, long time, so he's got to keep up that habit. But still, fucking $8,000. So I'm gonna go through my receipts and see how much I've spent. I definitely haven't spent $8,000, but there was a while where it was maybe even a year straight where I was dropping $20 a week every week. So it's, we'll have to see. We'll have to see the totals, but we'll put something together in our Discord and maybe on our website for Pokeballer check-in. But let us know, info@luredup.com. How much do you spend on this game, and how often do you buy these boxes? Because it's very interesting to see these whales out there like PokeAK that are dropping fucking $100 a clip every week. It's like, yo, that's freaking awesome. Pretty wild. All right, a little bit of miscellaneous news here. Like I mentioned earlier, Mewtwo base capture rate back down to 2%. EX passes for the shiny Shadow Ball Mewtwo did go out last week. Adam, you got one, right?
I got one, and I caught it, but it was not shiny.
No, I'm saying you got an EX.
For the one that just
happened. Got an EX pass.
Yeah, I got the first wave and the second.
Okay. Yeah. So the second wave. Now this is the shitty part. Second wave of EX passes, it's for October 12th and 13th. The 12th is Community Day. I have an EX pass for the 12th on Community Day at 2 o'clock. So it's at the end of Community Day. Now, granted, I can't play because I'm working anyway. But
mine's 1 p.m. to 1:45.
Adams is in the middle of Community Day. So that means
that's crazy.
If the EX raid is not in the area where you play Community Day, you have to make a choice. It's like, I don't know why they would do that. Like, why put it in that window? I'm fucking baffled at that. They probably just
blew it.
Can we message Niantic?
No, it's like, honestly though, because like,
can you just reschedule mine for
like
Sunday?
my EX pass is for right by my house, the Starbucks that's a stone's throw from my house. where I play Community Day is in Red Bank, which is 25 minutes away. So it's like I would need to do one or the other, and that's kind of shitty. I don't know why they would do that. But very, very interesting there. Giga Impact, Adam, you know about this move. This is been in the
Regigigas.
Yeah, okay, so it's a Regigigas thing, and we're going to talk about another leak really quick. But this move has had a damage amount of 9,000 in the game code for a long time, which would be this ridiculous damage output. It was actually like 9,000.1. So everyone was making memes and everything like it's over 9,000. But they reduced it from 9,000.1 back down to just 9,000 on its own, which is pretty weird. But again, another big fucking leak. And this is an hot item here. Hot item of contention online. So a piece of code has been found where there's going to be a global ticketed in-game event on November 2nd from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. It's called a Colossal Discovery. Regigigas is the Colossal Pokemon. Again, this is going to be coming from a data mine that Trowels did. And so he put this up on his Twitter account. Again, unconfirmed, all that, disclaimer bullshit. But you pay $8 in-game. And you get a ticket to the Colossal Discovery Global event on November 2nd from 11 to 7, an 8-hour event. Obviously, this is Regigigas. Adam, people were fucking pissed online. They're like, how could they do this? How do you feel about this? Does this bother you that a free-to-play game charging for, in-game tickets to in-game events, could this potentially be the future of community days? Like, that's what people are worried about.
I hope not.
That would be the dumbest move on their part.
Yes, yeah.
They can't take something that's
game.
been that has been free for all of this time and now start charging for it, because the community day aspect of playing, like, that's what really brings the crowds out. It's not. It really is not the raids. Like yeah, you have these raid trains, but that's just like a niche set of people, whereas the community days, like, that's more accessible for everyone. So to cap that with a ticket price, that would be, I think, a bad move on their part.
I don't know.
Well, here's my hot take. I think that what's going to happen here is this is a way to give global trainers a way to get engaged in events in the style of something like a Safari Zone or GoFest, where obviously you got to pay to go to those things, and you're going to have an 8-hour day playing out there at GoFest, where you have special research and special spawns and all that good stuff. Now, if you remember, the Saturday of GoFest 2019 in Chicago, when it got rained out, they made up that day in the future where people that had that ticketed event had those local spawns regardless of where they were. So they're able to give people spawns regardless of where they are, based on account access. Meaning you buy a ticket, they can hone in on your phone, on your account, and say, okay, you're going to see the spawns, and the guy next to you without the ticket is not. So I think this is a way to allow global trainers to kind of have that experience of an event like GoFest, where the spawns are just fucking bonkers, but in their hometown without having to travel, without having to do any of that. So now you're looking at it where it's like, hey, I want to really experience something in this game on the level of GoFest, but I can't afford to fucking travel, and I can't get a hotel, and I can't go anywhere, but I can make it to where I play Community Day. So now you could pay $8, go to where you play Community Day, and have a GoFest bonkers spawn type experience, culminating with special research with Regigigas at the end. How do you feel about that? Does that make it worth $8?
That's worth it.
Because then you have the
that
experience.
makes it worth it.
Yes.
Right, and where there's a storyline where it says, "Oh, catch this regional."
That's
Pokemon.
what exactly. Because like what Melissa was saying, if it's just a raid day, then that's fucked. You know what I mean? Like then that's.
Well, maybe it's you have to like the Colossal event, because isn't there like a pink like raid pass like a big.
Yes.
That's
so
what it
so
is, right?
Trowels found
That's what
this.
we've
Yeah,
seen?
he found this in the 0.1570 APK mine, and the colors of this like ticket, this pass that you buy, are the same like colors of the little like bleep bloop blop blop lights that are on Regigigas's torso. So it kind of matches up with that. Obviously, a colossal discovery.
Okay, so
it's
what
fucking
if-
Regigigas.
What if this is just kind of like all the gyms become Regirock, Regice, Registeel, and it's just kind of like they're everywhere. And it's why there's 8 hours versus 3, because it gives you the player, I couldn't find a Regice.
But where does
like, I gotta
Regigigas come
go-
into it?
So it's probably the storyline is you have to catch, like, battle in 6 raids and catch 2 of each.
If they charge you $8, right, and then make you buy raid passes to do the raid.
No. But the pink pass would constitute. Pink pass would constitute. So you wouldn't see any other raids aside from the. Regis,
and you have access to those raids because you have this pass that works on those raids.
Correct, and it doesn't expire. So it may expire after you have to do so many raids, but you have to actually catch so many.
That makes more sense, but I hope that's not the case. I hope it's more of like.
And then they make you catch 3 of each, hypothetically, and then they give you the shiny option too, so you could get a shiny. That would make it worth it. So you could also get a shiny Reggie at the same time as the end result is the Reggie.
Picture this, just like a Go Fest, but the shinies for the event are the Reggies in raids, but then they also have unknown spawning, like that spell colossal, like that would be cool. COL. S and A, you know what I mean? So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, a bunch of unknown out of it, and potential, but think about when you go to GoFest, there's usually like 5 or 6 Pokemon that are like shiny and the rates are fucking way high. So this is why it could be more exciting than a community day. And again, giving you that similar experience to GoFest where there's just fucking shinies popping off everywhere.
Yeah, where there's like different steps in the quest where, catch 5, fire Pokemon.
Exactly.
Catch 5
exactly.
water
But
Pokemon,
the
something
spawn
like that.
pool is, connected. There's a correlation with the spawn pool. So obviously, if they're asking you to catch this type of Pokemon, they're going to be spawning heavily. But again, only if you have the ticket. And if you don't have the ticket, it's just normal
it's
spawns.
only if you want to be a part of it. And if not, you can wait, just kind of how like Jirachi is when you go to GoFest. Everybody at GoFest got Jirachi early. Right. So if you don't pay the $8, you will eventually get it. I think that's, you know what I mean? Like, they'll eventually have a quest for it.
It's a ticketed event, 1 ticket per person. Why didn't they do this on a Saturday and Sunday? So that way more people could play. It's still only a 1-day event, and they're just tying it to your account. Like, it's so weird because it really limits, but I guess just like a regular in real life event, you can't go. Like, I'm working all day. I work the entire time this is on. I'm at work.
Well, that's why it's 8 hours. So you just take an hour lunch.
Yeah, but if it's special research, I'm not going to be able to wrap up a special research in 1 hour. I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure
it's going to be exciting to follow this, guys. But
But what if it could be like, they do this style, but with like Giovanni and like his Pokemon, and it's like a big giant raid battle where everybody has to be in one spot. Like,
oh shit! Could this
you have to have a certain amount of
could
people.
this all be tied into the Team Rocket stuff?
That's the only other thing I can think of.
I didn't even fucking think of that. Maybe this is the Viridian City quest line. Maybe this is the Team Go Rocket thing where it's all. Oh shit! I didn't even think of that.
And like, and the legendary birds are part of it, just like I was talking about the Reggies. Like, you have to defeat and catch 1 Shadow Moltres and 1 Shadow Articuno and 1 Shadow Zapdos, and you have to catch a Shadow Meowth.
But the thing is, though, that the Team Rocket,
I don't know. It's how they introduce raids in the Team Rocket Go thing.
But that had a name.
The Colossal Pass is so you can just keep battling a bunch of Shadow Pokemon.
Yeah, but that's different than the Colossal, because there's the name of the Team Go Rocket Special Research is Looming in the Shadows. So that actually has its own name. So that's different from a Colossal Discovery. You know what I mean? So it's, oh man, there's so much fucking going on in this game. This has been a good week.
Oh my god, this is out of control.
But Melissa, how do you feel about
no
an
idea.
in-game item that's $8? Like, does that seem like, a reasonable? It's not that bad, honestly. Like, or how about this?
$8 ain't that bad. I've dropped $10 before, so.
$8 is like a very valuable, like the value is there.
But what if you can't use Pokecoins?
Because if you think about a GoFest ticket that was $20, but this you can just be from your the comfort of your home.
Yeah, but is it $8 directly or $8 worth of Pokecoins? Like, because if you have to pay $8 like on a credit card, that's a little different, because someone could have already said, hey, I just invested $50 in this game or $20 in this game. I have all these coins. And then they say, oh, no, you want to buy this ticket, you got to pay cash. You can't use coins. Oh, man, this is going to be exciting to follow. Because I don't know. But people's heinies are hurting a little bit over this. And, anytime anything costs money.
But like anything, you got to wait. Well, we will eventually find out what it is. So no reason like freaking out now.
Yeah, well, it's exciting. I think. Look, I don't mind the $8 price tag. I just wish I could have played or could play this. November 2nd is a Saturday, so but we'll have to follow this.
Yeah, it's far enough advanced. Just ask for a day off.
Yeah, Saturdays for me are brutal. So unless it's like a vacation
okay,
thing.
ask for a shorter day.
Can't, bro. Saturdays in the car industry.
You can do whatever you like.
Maybe you see, I can't. All right,
Did you catch a
little
Jirachi?
miscellaneous news
That's the
real
wish
quick.
maker.
I'll make the wish on Jirachi, but a little miscellaneous news real quick. We've covered so much already. There was we talked about this like, I don't know, fucking 3 or 4 months ago, but Niantic had this contest called the Beyond Reality Contest, where it was like this $1 million thing where they were bringing in brands and teams, digital teams that could create something on their real world platform using AR tech. So there's 10 finalists that have been announced, and what's exciting about this is 7 of the 10 finalists are from the U.S., which I think is fantastic, showing that the U.S. is really pushing when it comes to AR tech. 2 are from Canada, 1 are from Singapore. This is going to be a 3-month period for each of the individual projects. Pokemon Go Hub put together a link put together a page that lists all the teams and the names of the team projects. So if you want to check that stuff out, check the link in the description. Follow these people on Twitter and social media, give them support, let them know that the Pokemon Go community is behind them, because they could be doing things with Niantic tech that could ultimately be implemented in Ingress, Harry Potter and Pokemon Go. So this is a way to get new talent using the Niantic real world platform, pushing the limits of AR. I'm all fucking for this because I love AR tech, and outside of Go Snapshot, there's a pretty limited amount of AR in this game, and this was kind of heralded as an AR game. Like, I want, we know that Pokemon refresh, that Pokemon and Me thing is coming. If this is something with AR, like we talked about the playground mode with photos and multiple Pokemon, like, man, it's like, I don't want to be a whiny baby, but it's just like, I want more AR.
Stop being a whiny baby.
Dude, can you imagine? I want fucking PvP and AR. That's what I really want. Oh, another thing on PvP, the latest update broke remote battles. So that's kind of a Go Stadium and the girls at PvP. I know they were heralding the, save our scrims hashtag, because you can't remote battle. Just the invites go nowhere. And if you have a QR code and you're local, you could still do it like that. But remote battles were fucked with this update. So, you may want to hold off if you haven't already. I was on auto update, so I'm in there, but
yeah,
save our scrims. Hopefully that'll come back soon. One other thing I did want to bring up, which was really cool. We have one of our listeners, Adam from New Zealand, writes into the show a lot. Sent a link. We had that Niantic, Niantic Live 2020 contest that was going around saying, reaching out globally and saying, hey, if you guys want to have a Niantic event in your area, let us know why, let us know where, and we'll consider it for our event thing. So Adam from New Zealand, his community, put together a fantastic promotional video, kind of introducing their area of Christchurch, New Zealand, looking to host an event for Niantic Live 2020. And I'm going to link to it because you guys got to see this. It's amazing seeing the capabilities of strong, organized Pokemon Go communities. And if you guys want to have a Pokemon Go event come to your area, this is the way to fucking do it. So shout out to Adam from New Zealand and his crew. And I really, really hope that you guys get an event.
That's fantastic.
Yep. And they also teased, Niantic also teased something about Mexico. Someone had submitted, Mexico had submitted a similar thing. And Pele Pogo, the AR photographer, good friend of the show, he's from Mexico, and he's fucking fired up because he's like, holy shit, if this is, Melissa, he was busting your chops online. He was like, if there's an event in Mexico and Melissa comes, tell her I'll buy her a $5 SIM card.
Thanks a lot, bro. Thank
he was
you.
also saying on there that the flights and stuff are cheaper.
Yeah.
Well, not the flight itself.
But yeah, so, I'm just hoping, really, really hoping that the Niantic continues to work with new communities across the world and let, new trainers and trainers that have never been able to travel out of country experience these events, because there's really nothing like, these Niantic events. It's fucking awesome. So Adam, thank you from New Zealand. Thank you for sending this over using the hashtag,
I thought he was saying
hashtag CHCH Pogo 2020 for Christchurch, New Zealand area. So it's really, really freaking cool. And I'll put a link in the description so you guys can see it. If you're interested in promoting your area, this is a fantastic resource to look at, because they did a fantastic job putting this all together. Guys, we did it. A little bit of a shorter show tonight, but we did it. Covered a lot of shit.
Yeah, but it's still a good show.
It was a good show.
Sure
It was a good show.
Yeah, it was still a good show.
I
show,
do want to
guys.
show. Look, I want to disclose this for a second here, because I was having anxiety before we recorded, and I want to be transparent about this. So I was having anxiety because we're working closer and closer with Niantic, and we're covering all these leaks, and my butt started puckering up because I was like, oh shit, I don't want to fucking be disrespectful here, but I don't want to like be a sellout or anything and not talk about this shit. So, yeah, it just take all this leak stuff with a grain of salt. I just want to put that out there because, the people work hard to protect this shit, and when it gets out there, it gets out there. But, take it for a grain of salt. There's none of this shit is official. All this shit can change. But, I am so...
But our tinfoil hats are always
that's
on.
what I was about to say. I am so into the tinfoil hat philosophy. Did I tell you I'm working on a tinfoil hat for our merch store? I'm telling.
It's an actual
tinfoil hat.
Yes.
So I'm working on that because I think that'd be funny as shit to send out as a promo item too. But guys, thank you so incredibly much for listening to the show. You can email us info@luredup.com. You can leave us a voicemail at 732-835-8639. I did have an email, or I think it was Pidgey Grabba had sent in some photos to the voicemail line. And he was like, hey, you asked for nudes. He goes, you meant noodles, right? He sent me pictures of fucking 2 trays worth of noodles.
That's awesome.
So shout to him. And also, I did get an email, a voicemail, and I'm going to play it now for you guys. And I purposely have not listened to this because I wanted to play it for the first time on the air, because I believe this might be a drunk voicemail, because I got a drunk message on Discord going, what's your voicemail number? So.
Oh boy.
Okay. All right. So yeah, let me just play this. It's 3 minutes long. So I'm just going to play it, and then ultimately I'm going to cut in the actual audio of it. So we'll be quiet while this plays. Hold on.
Hey, this is Sarah Amanda. Taking a moment to remember which podcast it is that likes drunken voicemails. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard because I only listen to 2 Pokemon Go podcasts, and that means there's like a 50% chance I'll get it right.
All right, Amanda's drunk.
I got it right, actually, obviously. So anyway, my boyfriend's family is really huge, and it's like kind of at the current rate, twice a year. There's like somebody in the family is getting married, so I'm at another family marriage thingy, and it's cool, except usually it's like out in the middle of nowhere, and there's no Pokemon stops at all. I mean, it's fun and the food's really good, but there's no Pokemon stops or Pokemon. But
Okay, wait, so she's at a wedding right now?
She's at a wedding.
Thankfully, it's not
Okay.
moving today, which is fine because I really like Trapinch. I mean, Flygon. Trapinch turned into Flygon. It's like Magikarp Gyarados, right? Like, still like Gyarados, not Magikarp, but
Guys, I love this so
Magikarp
much.
is Gyarados because
She's just
I do
ranting.
too, actually.
20 or 400 candies. So
Like, we're really on the other end listening to her.
Anyway, Flygon's really cool.
I can picture her like in the lobby at the wedding, like the party's in the other room and she's leaving a voicemail.
She's 100% in the bathroom right now.
Like, oh, I can do the earthquake and have stuff. Different. I think Garchomp comes along and forces you, and he's like, oh.
She's talking about Trump.
I can do earthquake too.
What?
So you can just take a hike.
Where is she?
I don't know.
That's why I don't think Garchomp. And I don't care that I haven't gotten one yet because he's kind of overrated. Stupid Garchomp.
Garchomp, not Trump.
I probably should have asked for a prompt in my Ask the Y'all's phone number because I don't actually have anything else to talk about. Yes, I just had dessert. It was some kind of blackberry cobbler vanilla ice cream, which was pretty good.
She's talking about the dessert at the wedding.
Dessert.
Amanda, I love you so much.
Is she in our
Yes.
Discord?
It's Sir Amanda in the Discord.
Before I go, though, I'll share my favorite drink because it's pretty good. So it's called a Midori Sunrise. It's
What is her
1/3
favorite drink? I
orange
missed
juice,
it.
Midori
1/3
Sunrise.
lemonade, and the remaining 1/3 is half Midori and half limoncello. Limoncello can actually be made.
Ooh, no. Ooh.
for
Oh, girl, that sounds nasty.
For this recipe,
That sounds so good.
Oh.
water-based limoncello, not the milk-based. Limoncello is not as good.
I don't know what any of it is.
Normally, I prefer the milk-based limoncello.
Midori
Anyway.
Sour is my favorite.
Yeah, Midori's like a melon.
5
Yeah.
people.
Amanda, thank you for that.
Bye, Amanda.
Amanda, my
I
favorite
hope you
drink
had a
is a
wonderful
Midori
night
Sour.
And you slept well and you woke up feeling wonderful.
Yeah, I definitely want to try that. So,
So,
I'll have to re-listen
so-
to it again just to make
That
sure.
was
Guys,
hilariously cute.
yes, thank you so much. Please leave us drunk voicemails. 732-835-8639. You could also send photos just like Pidgey Grabba did of some naked noodles.
Yeah, drunk photos. I mean, no,
Drunk
voicemails.
Yo, have you ever had drunken noodles?
The best
You ever had
voicemails.
drunken
Photos
noodles?
would be fine too.
Yo, when I was in Chicago, the drunken noodles at that Thai place was the fucking shit. At that Korean place, it was a Korean place. Drunken noodles, banging. All right, but you can check out everything that we're doing on the show at luredup.com. Please check out PokemonProfessor.com for everything we're doing on the network. Guys, you got anything else?
No. Go catch 'em all.
This was a good show. I had
Yes,
fun.
thank you guys so much for checking us out, and we will see you next week for episode 100. Very exciting.
We're gonna have a very, very, very special guest.
How special?
Well, we have
He's
we,
very
we're-
little and special.
we have
He's
two
very
guests.
special to me.
Two guests next week. We have Miss Mystic coming on to talk about PvP and the Sylph Road and all that good stuff. Very excited to have her on. And then on the back half of the show, Melissa and our son Josh is going to be making an appearance to talk smack on the show because ever since day one, he has wanted to be on the show, and we were like, yo, episode 100, you can come on the show. And every week for the past year, what number are you guys on? What number are you guys on?
It's brutal.
Finally,
It's been brutal.
finally going to be episode 100, so we'll have Miss Mystic and Duder Gamer on next week to say hello. I'm very excited for him. He's very, very happy. But thank you guys so much for checking out the show. We appreciate it. Keep training, trainers. We will see you next week. Later.